Apple just updated the MacBook. Now, to be clear, this is not a MacBook Air and it's not a MacBook Pro. It's just MacBook. It was first introduced last year as its own unique laptop. And this is the MacBook Air, considered by many people to be the gold standard of laptops. You might remember when it was introduced in 2008 because Steve Jobs pulled it out of an envelope to show how thin it was. Yeah, inter-office envelopes never looked so cool. Now, if you're considering one of these new MacBooks, you might be wondering, should I just get one of those? And it's a good question, because while they're both super thin and light and have great battery life, there are some differences between them. And for some people, those differences might be deal breakers. The first and most obvious difference between these two is that this one is available in rose gold. It's not rose gold, it's pink. It's rose gold. It's not rose gold, it's not sunset blush or autumn dusk or spiked champagne. It's just pink. You're just jealous because that thing doesn't come in rose gold. Yes, that's right, the MacBook Air comes in silver, which is classic. Also, you get choice with the MacBook Air. I could get an 11-inch model or a 13-inch model. Paradox of choice. You know what's in between those two? A 12-inch laptop. And that's exactly what this one is. Yeah, but what about the price? This one starts at $899 for an 11-inch model and $999 for a 13-inch model. How much does your fancy just call it a MacBook over there cost? This one's $1299 to start and it goes up to $1599. That's expensive. Yeah, but did I mention that it's Apple's thinnest laptop ever and also rose gold? A few times, actually. But really, there are some differences between this new MacBook and that MacBook Air. For one, the MacBook has a Retina display, which is basically a super duper high resolution display. So the MacBook Air doesn't have a Retina display, but it's still a pretty nice display. Well, the 2016 MacBook has been updated to include a new Core M processor based on the Skylake architecture. In fact, its updated performance is one of its biggest selling points. Yeah, but the Core i5 chip in this machine is still better. Plus, I get better battery life. With a 13-inch MacBook Air, you can get an estimated 12 hours of battery life. You get 10. Well, the MacBook has a Force Touch trackpad, which is this crazy technology where you press on the trackpad and it doesn't physically move, but it feels like it's moving. That's a strange thing to get excited about. Also, I have a USB Type-C port. And that's an even stranger thing to get that excited about. See, USB in general is good for a number of things. It's good for fast data transfers and fast charging. But the problem I have with the MacBook is that there's just one port. I repeat, just one port. So if you want to do something else like charge your phone or stick an SD card in there at the same time, you need to use a bunch of adapters. I love adapters. You really need to get out more. Another small thing worth noting is that that MacBook is so compact that the keyboard has a really shallow key travel, which takes some getting used to. Oh yeah, well, when I close this laptop and hold it up like this, it's so thin and light, it's like holding an iPad. I mean, this is amazing design. What does your laptop look like? It looks like a regular laptop, which is fine. I'm sticking with the MacBook Air. It's less expensive and it has more ports. Well, I'm gonna go take this and sit in a fancy coffee shop now and see how many people notice me with it. Have fun with your MacBook Air. Did you actually paint your nails rose gold to match your laptop? Oh, no, they're just pink.